take no money.
On the contrary.
It don't take no money and resources to go to the police about being assaulted.
Yes, it do.
No, it don't.
When this nigga is running the goddamn whole city, and he can pay the police that you're going to talk to.
The biggest issue with shopping black owned is
that niggas have terrible fucking customer service skills.
Yes.
That's the problem with black owned fucking businesses, and we gotta get that shit together, bro.
It's like the situation where females be popping off at the mouth and they being completely in the wrong. First thing they say, I'ma call my brother. Okay, well that nigga finna get shot. Nigga, you're an usher. We do not need to be seeing you putting cherries in bitches' mouths every night.
But when it's time to reproduce and build a family, you go get you a melanated woman. And only do you procreate with a biracial if they identify with their black side.
How many of these white people were in the Epstein file that did stuff with children the same age or not, if not younger, and they still walking around fucking free?
Bro,
the point that I'm making
they acting like they ain't got the file.
Bro, I grew up doing like the Chris Brown era.
Oh yeah.
If you was light skinned and had in 2 earrings, nigga, you was smacking everything. Almost every other movie that gets dropped in the box office is a flop. That movie that The Rock just did, what was it called? We gained all that weight. Niggas know who I'm talking about.
I wasn't interested in it.
Bro, and nobody, and neither was nobody else, because it fucking flopped. It flopped in the box office. What's the deal? It's the most triggering show in the world, the Table Flippers. I am the top ranked race baiter in the world, Soheem the Womanizer Perry.
It is your boy, Swodapoet. And we back, man. We here to flip shit per
episode 5. We still going strong. Shout out TikTok, shout out Instagram, shout out all the social media platforms that support us, even YouTube. Shout out Vision Network. Let's jump right into this shit.
Hey, and
the first segment, we got a new segment for them.
Yeah, shit we forgot.
The shit we forgot. Now, just to explain real quick to y'all what that segment is, just because this is a completely unscripted show, there might be some things that we didn't get to talk about from the last episode that we might want to just sprinkle in and touch on. And so I'm gonna just jump right in with the shit that I forgot from the last episode. We was talking about artists and the Billboard not having a rap song in the top 40. That may have changed by now, but when that was the case, I just wanted to say that the entire industry is ran the biggest artists in rap right now, all females, all women. And the reason I feel like that shouldn't be the case, yes, women are dope. There are a few dope artists. The females that I think are the dopest, a lot of people don't even really know who they are. Cause I don't really like none of the mainstream like female rappers like that. No shot to them. But I'm not gonna say I don't like them. I'll just say like I don't listen to them on my own personal time. But what I will say is there's only 2 different type of rap coming from men right now, and that's the gangbang, serial killer music, or like the niggas that's being like extremely experimental with music, like trying to be like super different, and it doesn't translate because people on a mass level don't want to hear that shit. It's like there is an audience for any kind of music. For the experimental shit, there's an audience for that, but they don't want to hear that shit like on a grand scale. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a small audience.
I would say it's just no replay value.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's no replay value. Songs are about a minute to maybe 2 minutes maximum now. You know, back in the day, like you can't even.
Shit was 5 minutes long.
You can't even road trip to music to albums no more, nigga.
I remember every song that came out had 3 verses.
You feel
3.
me?
A nigga had to write 3 verses.
3 minutes and 30 seconds was the minimum. You feel me, bro?
It was hook, verse, hook, verse, hook, verse.
That, and then too, when you take the consciousness out of rap and you dumb it down, you get repetition.
Yeah.
There's no one challenging creativity from the artist.
But the problem is,
and I don't want to say that because you have alternative artists, and it's not to say that they're not creative in a sense, but that's just a different bracket.
No replay value, like you said.
Know, it's just
no replay value.
Like it's cool.
But on the flip side of that, the serial killer shit, which is the shit that we do here that does have the replay value, people are tired of listening to it. People tired of hearing about who sliding on who ops, who gonna do this to who. Niggas is tired of that too. But that's what has the most replay value. And I think, like I said, getting back to the women real quick, because that's the shit that I forgot, is that the reason why women have dominated is because it's just something new. It's not that they're that good. It's not that they're saying anything that special. It's not that they're that great of an artist. It's something new. It's something different than this forced, overly experimental music that has no replay value, and it's also not the serial killer, Lil Durk, bang, same old, same shit.
See, I would also have to disagree, because the women are like, they are just actually they are better. They're just rapping better. It's not, these niggas just suck, bro. That's just what the fuck it is.
That's fair.
Like Doechii can really rap. She really is rapping. Like, you have even like, but I like, MCs like No Name, you know what I'm saying? Like the true.
I'm a Doja Cat person myself.
Doja Cat, like, they really making good music. Like, they really stepped it up. Meg, due to unpopular belief, whether you like her or not, like, when she really get in the boot, like, she really got bars. Lotto has gotten a lot better. Like, Lotto, like, they coming with that shit. They're making quality music. Like, I can't stunt. This is not there's not no simp. This not none of that shit, bro. They are just fucking better right now than the niggas, and the niggas gotta step up, bro. Like, they got to.
Yeah. We can leave it there. That was just some shit that I forgot. Yeah. So next we about to get into what? These Diddy takes. We gonna get to the Diddy takes.
Everybody watched it.
Everybody watched it.
This shit's crazy, and it's not even it's so funny because it's not even the first Diddy doc that dropped since the Diddy shit, but it's the most, I would say it has the most authenticity to it because of who was directing it. You know what I'm saying?
And it came on Netflix.
Yeah, but to me, it didn't really reveal anything that wasn't already known, or I didn't think about, or, you know, because if we really keeping it a bean, it's been going on about, niggas been talking about Diddy behavior for like decades. It's just people choose to people want to listen to and receive what they want to, like, or choose to turn the ear until it's just undeniable. Like, and honestly, the only reason he got caught up is because the way this nigga was moving, it was just undeniable. At this point, it was just undeniable. It was no way that he could get through it. But it's so many other people that I believe that are just as guilty as he is, bro, because if you're complicit in the behavior, if you're willing to, if you can look at something and depict that this is not good, but you're literally willing to turn your head because you're trying to get ahead and what you're trying to do for your personal
Juice, did you watch that shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you're just as guilty. Like, you can be a victim and still be guilty. And that's what I think people don't understand. Like, now you're not as guilty to the extent to them, but there has to be self-accountability, because I can only give grace to ignorance. That's the only thing. But once you know, it's like it becomes a double-edged sword. Now, you know, you have that, like you say, you have the Stockholm syndrome, to where, like, manipulation and stuff like that. And fair, you know, I'm not gonna ever take away a person's experience. But it is hard, and I do understand why in the final decisions that the jurors decided what they did, because he wasn't on trial for domestic violence. Like, you got to understand what he was getting charged for, not what we as people see and think that he's guilty of doing. You know what I'm saying? So what at the charges at hand, boom, and now you got the what's the nigga name? It's some former security guard.
Gene Deal.
That's trying to
which I don't let me just,
that threw me. Let
me throw a couple of my takeaways in here real quick.
I'm not understanding that one.
So we'll get back to Gene Deal, because I don't understand why he wasn't in the documentary. My most takeaways from the Diddy shit was this, bro. Gene Deal, first of all, Gene Deal, I was wondering why he wasn't in the documentary, but because he's doing so much shit on the side and he's been making content after content, Vlad TV, he on all this shit. So he's already kind of on record saying a lot of the shit. So I guess there was no point in putting him in it because he's just gonna talk about the shit anyways, which he's doing outside of the documentary. But these were my key takeaways from the Diddy documentary. The first takeaway was, I've heard this expression that says fortune favors the bold. What that documentary shows me is not only does fortune favor the bold, fortune favors predators. Fortune favors carnivores. Fortune favors the wolves, the lions, the tigers, the snakes. Fortune favors those people. And I know people hearing me say that may think that sounds fucked up, but you almost in this world, period. What you think dog eat dog means? You either eat or you get ate. And that's literally how this world is. When there's only two type of people that can be in this world, a predator or a prey. And I feel like you gotta choose your man that play football, y'all. It's even like that on a football field. When you a linebacker, when you a defensive tackle, you a defensive end, the only thing, your prey is the person who holding that fucking football. He the prey, you the predator. Or it could be the other side. He the predator, you the predator, and he the prey, and you gotta get around this nigga. You see what I'm saying? So I say that to say, like, fortune favors the bold, but it favors the carnivores. I even saw this, Niccolo Machiavelli said this. He said that a manipulator will always find those who will allow themselves to be manipulated. A manipulator will always find somebody who is willing to allow themselves to be manipulated. That's what a manipulator is. You're not a manipulator if you can't find nobody to manipulate. So Diddy, even after watching that, I still have a lot of respect for him because he forced his way. He didn't ask, he didn't wait for permission. That's how, especially as black men, I'm gonna just keep it real. We not in a position for anybody to give us anything. We gotta push niggas out of the way. With the Andre Harrell shit, I wanna say this. This wasn't even in my takeaway notes. Andre Harrell, they tried to, I know I might get
like you can respect the artistry. Like I could respect his craft. I could respect the hustle. But anything about character or morale,
I get that. But
you feel me?
You
can't take away his imprint and what he did for the industry. But with that, he is also part of the problem to why it's so dark and tainted and wicked, because he had prodigies, he had proteges, he had people, he grew people
let me touch back on that.
On and did shit. So it's just like he poisoned a lot of this shit at the same time.
With the Andre Harrell shit. Now, I paid attention to everything about that documentary before I took my notes. They tried to frame the relationship between him and Andre Harrell on some father-son type shit.
Harrell groomed him too.
Harrell clapped them cheeks, or he clapped Harrell cheeks. That wasn't just, it ain't no way, it ain't a picture in the entire universe that you ever gonna find of me sitting this close to a nigga with my arm around him and him up under you will never find a picture of me like that. Ever. With no nigga.
I never even sat with my dad like that.
Nigga, I ain't never sat around. I don't even got pictures with my own pops like that. My real pops like that. So what I'm saying is there was something with that. We can just keep it real on that note. The second takeaway that I found, and I think is the biggest takeaway, is that everything out of every person that spoke on that documentary that had a lawsuit, a case, something negative to say about that man, etc., everything was fine when they were the recipients of his lifestyle. Everything was fine. Everybody turned a blind eye, turned the other cheek when they were benefiting, when they was popping bottles, when they was on multi-million-dollar yachts, when they was taking trips, when they was in the club, when they was in penthouses, when they was fucking 30 million different bitches, some of them fucking 30 million different niggas. Whatever, regardless, everybody was cool with it, or if they wasn't cool, they was cool enough not to say nothing. See, I would have respected the Aubreys, the Dons, anybody, the chick at the beginning who said that she was assaulted in the 90s. I would have, her explanation was.
Didn't she say? I thought she said she did try something.
No,
what I remember.
No. She did not file her lawsuit until she saw somebody else file, and she specifically said that made me feel comfortable that I wasn't the only one. That was her explanation. My thing is this: if you've been assaulted and defiled in a sick, fucked up way that you're trying to sell that you have, that's immediate going to the police. That's immediate going to a lawsuit. You're not gonna wait over 20 years to want to be like, oh, other people are suing him.
But you gotta think on the contrary though. These are people. He like you said, it's a jungle. It's predator and prey. He doesn't prey on strong praise, on praise that have a fighting chance. He preys on the weak. So therefore, you also have to have money.
But is it they don't got the courage to speak up for themselves?
You can speak up all you want, and you can say that. But if you don't have the money and the resources to fight it, you're not truly getting justice.
It don't take no money.
I'm saying on the contrary.
It don't take no money and resources to go to the police about being assaulted.
Yes, it do.
No, it don't.
When this nigga is running the goddamn whole city, and he can pay the police that you're going to talk to.
So you just
He can pay to get you touched. He can pay to get you hurt. That's real fear. That's real fear.
So if you get assaulted, you just don't say nothing at all to law enforcement because you think this nigga.
And then too, you also got to think about this dumbass fucking shit that we got going on in our community and culture, where you also don't want to be niggas got that pride. You don't want to snitch. You don't want to say.
I'm talking about the females. They ain't got to play by those street rules.
It don't fucking matter.
Yes, it do.
It was niggas getting touched with women.
But we talk about the women. Okay, let's just keep it to the. Okay, for the sake of the show, let's just for this particular moment, let's keep it to the women victims. The women victims don't have to abide by no street code. So there's no women that are expected to abide by street code.
The shorty Aubrey, she's so fucked up, she didn't even know she had 2 dicks in her.
That's what I was about to say. So, okay, that takes me to my next takeaway, or to the takeaway I was just making. So, her story was very shoddy. It was very weird because she's saying, I remember, but I don't remember, but I do remember, but I don't want to remember. Okay, so which one the fuck is it? So, that's what I mean. I get that there was I get that wrong things were done. That I believe. I'm not sitting here right now absolving Diddy of anything. I wasn't there. You wasn't there. You was at a freak. Was you at a freak?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna make it. I can't be. I wasn't there. I wasn't at none of the freak. I wasn't there. So I can't tell you that.
My age range.
Yeah, we all say that's above. That's a little before our time.
You know.
But what I'm saying is that although neither one of us was there, I can at least establish through my estimation, through my assessment, that wrong things were done. Let me say that for the record, for the camera, wrong things were done. But what I will say is I cannot respect people who enabled this man's behavior, who enabled this man doing things to people, watching him doing things, letting him do things to them. What's your boy, your man's the producer at the end? He's sitting up there talking about he's sitting up there talking about he woke up sore. He woke up sore and Diddy was laying next to him.
Lil Rod.
You woke up sore? And the only thing that I can be thinking about is something I don't want to think about. So this is what I'm saying, bro. When you are sitting here saying things like this around people, this nigga said, and when he said he woke up sore, you want to know what really take the cake for me? He said he woke up, take the cake. Sorry, my bad. I didn't even, no pun intended. I didn't even mean to, no pun. But what really killed it for me is when he said he woke up sore, he saw Diddy laying next to him. You would think the very next words that would have been coming out of his mouth was, I immediately filed a lawsuit and never saw that nigga again. Mm-hmm. Is that what he said? He was still making beats for that partying. He still was kicking it. He still was working on the album.
The craziest thing to me though, and this is what I'm saying too, like, because like I said before we even started, like, I do think that there's other, like, there are victims that are guilty in this. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, they're still victims. But like when he said he saw, like, you saw these niggas smoking, nigga, and you still like,
bro, they killed the, they shot a nigga and came out
allegedly. I don't know if they, you know.
Yeah, I don't even know how much I believe that, because that's
like,
kind of wild. We didn't even hear nothing about that story.
Like,
so this is because I know
that was crazy.
I know we got to get through this, and we got to get through this, but real quick, I do want to say another takeaway was it showed me, because I'm looking at the positive from it too. It showed me Diddy, what I seen with him in that documentary, it showed that he showed us the power. We talked about the book, The 48 Laws of Power. It said always recreate yourself. He did that. Puff Daddy, Puffy, P. Diddy, like, he steadily recreated himself. When the music shit wasn't working, he went to the reality TV. I literally saw his rise. He went from the reality TV to his clothing brand. He went from his clothing brand to Ciroc. He went from Ciroc, like, he steady created, like, he never settled at where he was. That as a black man, just as alone, because we can sit here and tear down another black man the whole show, but I'm also.
This shit ain't about black or white.
It's not, but I'm also, but who do we talk about?
Yeah, I know what we talking about.
So I'm just saying, from the positive note, it showed me how you can continue to reinvent yourself, continue to recreate yourself, and continue to use one stepping stone to another. The last thing I'll say about the Diddy shit, my final takeaway from it was they did not say nothing about anything that he did to J-Lo. And I can promise you that
they just touched on them dating a little bit.
Nigga, they didn't say nothing about J-Lo.
They did.
And
She was in there?
No. I'm saying about him doing anything negative to J-Lo.
Oh.
His behavior didn't stop when he met J-Lo, did it? So where was that information? It makes me feel like maybe J-Lo had like a clause like, listen, any business that we done had together, don't put this in your documentary. That's one thing. Second thing, the Kim Porter thing, her dying. Kim Porter just died out of no fucking where. We ain't really hear too much about that. They spoke about it, but they ain't delved too far into it. As far as Diddy is concerned, I just feel like the bottom line with him is that people, it also showed me this, and you could close this topic out. It showed me that people, when they are desperate, when they are starstruck, when they need something, when they want something, and they have an individual that's presented to give them all those things, they are willing to almost let anything happen to them or allow anything to happen to someone else that they maybe could have stopped or whatever. People, when they are desperate, will be almost willing to do anything to just have the opportunity at fame. And that's what that documentary showed.
Wrong?
Who's that?
Shorty, Dawn Friend.
Kalina, I think her name was.
That's a greasy bitch, bro.
Yeah,
like
is,
that,
yeah.
like.
And
damn.
she knows way more than she let on.
What?
Way more.
And then
they all do.
And then it show you the brainwashing. Like, the nigga couldn't even give you $5K for your shit.
I can't even believe she even admitted that.
And you still went.
Yeah, I can't even believe she admitted that.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I was surprised she admitted that.
Like that's crazy.
All right, we gotta. Diddy Docs. There they go.
Hey, watch that nigga Lemmy though from Zeus Network.
Wow. I don't know what his beef is with.
No, bro, he is the leading factor in perpetuating the stereotype of black women. That shit is, baddies is nothing but fight night.
I agree.
At least. And
he monetizing the fuck out of it.
Monetizing the fuck out of it, fucking on them, pimping them.
Yeah.
Like
getting them pregnant, having babies.
I
don't know much about dude, but when I ain't gonna lie, my eyebrow did kind of raise when I seen, cause I don't know none of the baddies like that. I know Natalie, but I only know her from the Bad Girls Club.
Yeah, it's so many seasons. I can't.
Yeah, it's too many of them. But the Scotty the Body, that's his baby mama, right?
I'm assuming so, cause he was cheating on the host that did the reunion.
Yeah.
So apparently that was his shorty, and then but he was fucking Scotty or whatever.
Yeah,
on the side,
he just
whatever.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna say this. From a P to another P, man. I'ma just keep it real. I ain't gonna knock the hustle, man. I ain't gonna never step on another player toes, man. I see what you saying, and I don't like the perpetuation of the stereotypes of just this ghetto, raggedy, ratchet bitches fighting and titties popping out.
Like, because at the end of the day, like these women are supposed to have businesses. They're supposed to be bosses, rappers. At least put some productive. Cool. If they gonna fight,
just fighting and fighting.
They just fighting every episode.
But you want to know
they was in a new B&B to fight, or they went to a club to fight. Like,
but this is the thing, though. This is the flip side of that. If they weren't doing that, his platform wouldn't be where it is. See what I'm saying? That's why it's like it's like we like.
And you know, bro. You know why he's even like he's literally Diddy Jr., bro. Like, go to the story about how he even acquired Zeus Network.
I will do that on my own.
That was not even his original idea.
I will do that. Well, whatever my co-host beef is with this nigga,
it ain't no beef. I ain't got no beef with no man on this earth. Okay. I ain't gotta like you to beef with you. Like, you just calling it a spade. I'm just saying, like, we have to be cognizant and mindful as people, because 25, 30 years down the line, I don't want to hear nobody saying, oh, I can't believe. The signs be fucking there, and we accept it because we like the entertainment. We like the laugh. We like the degenerate shit. And don't get me wrong, I be a own victim to that, and I have to pull myself out of it sometimes as I'm trying to grow. Because I gotta realize, like, yo, is this shit funny? But it's not funny. Because they laughing at us and they're profiting at the end of the day. Like, yeah, you are, but it's on the backs of our women.
No, that's what I just want.
I can't fuck with that.
Before we go to our first segment, everybody's most favorite segment, on or off the table, I do want to reiterate that that's what this platform is about. Nobody's safe. We say we call out whoever we feel in our heart to call out in that moment. I didn't even know we was gonna be talking about this nigga, but that's what we do on this show. So, and I feel your point, and I fuck with you. The Diddy Jr. thing, we'll see.
And if we keeping it really P, like, without Natalie Nunn, he don't got none of this shit.
You know what I mean?
Like, and she's not the CEO that she thinks she is, unfortunately, in this shit. Because you didn't see him get his P hand, and he done got her together too.
See, that's what I'm saying.
You feel like it, and I know this, bro, because I got homegirls, I don't really sit there and watch it no more. You know what I'm saying? But when I have my homegirls, we smoke, come and we will watch that shit. So that's how I know how deep it get. And then it be on Twitter.
I mean, at this point, they letting anybody on the show any fucking way. All you gotta do is have 10,000 followers and be okay looking, and you can be a baddie, quote unquote. Because it's not about the quality of women. It's just about keeping up, perpetuating the degeneracy, and that's pretty much essentially, all so he can monetize and be able to, continue to live the way he living. So that's fair. But let's get into
that's it. I just would like
get
to
off of him. Don't get. Hey, I'm gonna get you off.
Hey, I'm on it. Fuck it. Second segment.
Get back.
On or off the table, okay? Is shopping black owned, or is gatekeeping business game, or sharing it on or off the table?
I don't believe in shopping black owned. I think that shit is some bullshit. I think shopping black owned I feel like shopping black owned, normally the biggest issue with shopping black owned is
that niggas have terrible fucking customer service skills. That's the problem with black owned fucking businesses, and we gotta get that shit together, bro.
Niggas.
For real. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to business, we do need to adopt some of these white ideologies and implement them in our black owned so we can run self-sufficient business. I ain't even mean to cut you off, bro, but that shit pisses me the fuck off, bro, because niggas can have great quality, but at the end of the day, if your spirit is tainted, ain't nobody shopping with you, bro. And then also, I'm sorry, I know niggas gotta make money, but you cannot price out your target audience. You can't say you black owned and you didn't go up the rankings to have it at a certain price. Now your price is your price. You price your brand at what you think it's worth. But when it's not selling, you might need to reevaluate, because your community, you gotta understand where niggas is at in the analytics and shit, bro. Like, customer service is at an all-time fucking. That's why black businesses are struggling, and that's why we as a community and people don't want to shop with each other. From the hairstylists to the nail techs to the restaurants.
Well, this is the biggest thing. When black people start a business, the two most popular businesses that most black American people start, or I'll say three, because I gotta involve black American women. But the three main businesses
I'm glad I got this repo.
The three main businesses that black American people start is either barbershops, restaurants, or hair salons. I don't know what the fuck it is about those three particular business models that make black people think that those are the only three fucking type of businesses that you can start, but it's always a damn barbershop, a damn restaurant, or a damn hair salon. Now let me break that down even further. Now, you talked about the prices, and you talked about the overcharging. You are exactly right. The biggest issue is you want to overcharge and underserve. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say that again. You want to overcharge and you want to underserve. So with that being said, this is one place. I remember I was getting my hair cut, and this dude walked in with a flyer. Black dude walked in with a flyer. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Got a new barbecue spot right around the corner. It ain't even that far from here. You can just go right here. It's right there. All right, cool. So the barbers in there, they like, shit, we'll check the nigga out, whatever. Like, that shit in walking distance from where we at, that might be, you know what I'm saying? We gonna support the brother, see, whatever. All right, boom. Fast forward, I come the next time to get my hair cut, and I asked the niggas about the dude food. Every single barber gave a bad review about the nigga service. They was like, yeah, first of all, we went in there, everything on the menu, $30 or more. Nigga, the size is $12. Nigga, for a little side of fucking collard greens in a little cup, $13 after tax. And they was like, nigga, for a plate, like a combo plate, that shit like almost $40 for a little piece, for a piece of barbecue, a dry ass piece of cornbread, a little small ass side, and a little cup of sauce. $40. That's what you get. And it was just so underwhelming. And so shopping black owned, I want to get off black owned real quick. I noticed we are the only group of people that have to tell people the ethnicity of the person that owns the fucking business. I noticed that. We're the only people that have to tell people, hey, black people own this. Hey, this is a black-owned restaurant. Hey, this is a black-owned clothing brand. Hey, this is a black-owned electronic, whatever the fuck the product is. When you take your ass in motherfucking a Gold Dragon restaurant, you pretty much know who the fuck own Gold Dragon restaurant, don't you? Do they have to put Thai-owned, Asian-owned, Japanese-owned, Chinese-owned? No. If you went in Lululemon or you went in Nike, when you walk in Nike, do they gotta tell you when they checking you out, hey, you know, you can donate an extra $15 because this is a white-owned business? Now let's just take that spin. If we went into a business and they said this is white-owned, niggas would feel away. What the fuck you mean this white owned? What the fuck? You see what I'm saying?
But we reserve that right though, cause them niggas wasn't in whips and chains. So I get what you saying in the landscape, but like we can't compare struggles. So it's like,
no, it's not a comparison.
We could be like, what the fuck, and they can't be like, what the fuck.
But even if you walk in Taco Taqueria, do you? You walk in Taco Taqueria, do them motherfuckers gotta say this is Mexican owned? Taco Taqueria.
No, I understand.
You see what I'm saying? We are the only group of people. You walk in an African restaurant, I can go on and on and on. We are the only group of people out of any other ethnic group that have to tell people we own it. That right there to me diminishes the dignity of the business. Just let people buy what they want to buy because the product is good, because the service is good. I don't want you to buy my food because I'm black. I want you to buy my food because it fucking tastes good.
No, that's real.
You see what I'm saying? I don't need to tell you I'm black in order to make you want to buy my food more. Now, the fact that I am a black restaurant owner, that's beautiful. That's amazing. That's great for our culture. That's great for our community. But I don't want you to buy my food because of my skin color. You see what I'm saying? That's all I am saying. So when we attach a race to a business,
so basically you're saying when you do that, we're minimalizing our product.
Yes,
our brand.
we're taking the attention away from the actual quality of our food, of our brand, of our product, of our platforms, and making it about skin color. Now it's becoming more of an emotional choice than an actual consumer-based choice. I don't want you. Well, I'm not gonna say.
Now,
go ahead.
Now, on the contrary, what I can also tell you why black-owned businesses suffer and struggle too, not because also they do for one. Yes, customer service is number one, but also too, the customers too. Like when the entitlement too that black people have when going to black-owned businesses is something that has to be checked as well. No, I'm not giving you a homie deal because you'll go to Target, you'll go to True Religion, and when if it's not a sale and you want the shirt, you're gonna buy the shirt. If you want to wait till the discount, you're gonna wait till Black Friday or some shit, or you're gonna try to find a deal. If you like my brand and you fuck with it, allow me to be the determiner. I'll tell you if you're gonna get a discount, but don't come to me and be like, you gonna fuck with me, boom. I've worked in the service industry for years. I tell people, yo, bro, come fuck with me, nigga. First thing, you can throw me plate. You can do.
They automatically expect the hookup.
Like, bitch, if I told you to come, clearly you my people. I'm gonna do all within I can. That's also not gonna harm the business that I work for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then when you ask me that, it almost makes like, bro, don't come.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. And like you said, it's the
Just a little example.
It's the expectation that also comes with it. It's like, for an example, and I know we probably
don't give it the same respect.
I know we probably got to wrap this. Juice, you keeping us on time? All right, we still good on this one? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, they don't respect it. I'll give you a perfect example. It's a restaurant in Atlanta that Jeezy owned. And Jeezy intentionally said that he didn't also, this is gonna go with the point that I'm about to make. Black owned restaurants also, remember how we was talking about last episode on how when they play a certain type of music, it does what? It attracts a certain type of crowd. Look at this
grass wall shit.
Look at the grass wall and the neon sign combo. The hookah, the lamb chop, the grass wall, and the neon sign. That's the combination right there. But see, this is the thing though. I've literally gone to restaurant. Well, let me go back to the Jeezy. I want to take it back. So Jeezy, he intentionally opened up a restaurant in Atlanta, and he fought for his life to not let people know that he was the owner. See, that's another thing about black-owned businesses. Not only do we want to tell everybody it's black-owned, we want everybody to know who owns it. Not that it's just black-owned, but I've been in so many black-owned businesses. You walk in, it's a big-ass picture the size of a fucking billboard of the owner as soon as you walk in that motherfucker. Like, god damn, bro. Like, okay, you own the business, cool. Like, and I've heard people say this, but I feel like where that comes from, everything to me stems from the plantation. I feel like because we have been so oppressed, because we have been so denigrated, because we've been at the bottom proverbially for so long, we haven't been at the bottom as far as our ideas, our inventions, our creations, our icons. We haven't been at the bottom, but I'm talking about we've been at the bottom as far as our ability to move upward. We've been at the bottom. That as soon as we get a little ownership, as soon as we even sniff a little power, We gotta show everybody. We gotta tell everybody. We gotta make sure everybody know that I'm the owner. I have the power. I'm in control. I'm the boss. Because we are so used to not having nothing. We are so used to always having to be under the foot of another motherfucker. So when we get power, when we get ownership, when we finally get to put our picture on the wall and say, this is mine, this is my place, we feel like we have to go out of our way to do that. Now with the Jeezy thing, he didn't want people to know he was the owner because he didn't want to. Jeezy is a hood street nigga, the snowman, dope boy, all that shit. He's trying to separate himself from that aesthetic. Well, people found out he was the owner, and it brought that same exact crowd. And I don't even think the business is even open anymore because he just said.
But it was very fluid at first.
Very fluid.
And this is my thing too. Is SDK black owned? No, right? That's just
I doubt very fucking seriously.
And that's my thing too. Like
steakhouse, right?
You can, and this is the thing too. When you can try to create a elevated black brand, but I do believe you shouldn't market it as a black brand, only because, like I said, like the lack of respect. Like when people go to STK, they're not going to be cheap. It doesn't matter about your class, whether you middle class, rich, poor. It's about when you go to certain places, we gotta act accordingly. But when you have where these black luxury brands suffer is that the niggas don't give that shit the same respect. Like they don't want to treat it like it's Michelin. Like, all right, cool, that's cute. But y'all ain't got this. Y'all what? Because this is not what we do here.
And basically what that speaks to is when it's us, there is critiqued harder.
Yep.
When it's black owned, it's critiqued harder. That's one thing. Other businesses don't get critiqued the way black owned businesses get critiqued. See, that's the other thing. When you go to an Asian restaurant, a Hispanic restaurant, a white restaurant, anything like that, they're not held to the same standards that black owned businesses are held to as well. We gotta throw that in there. They're not held to the same standards. But
the Varsity been standing for years, and that shit is garbage.
Yeah.
That's a little prime example.
The other half of that
ass. Never eat there.
We gotta wrap this one up, but the other half, the business game,
gatekeeping business game.
We'll get that one to it. We'll get that.
We might bring that back on the next show on things we ain't.
That could just be a whole. It could just be a whole segment. It's fine.
Because, all right, moving forward. On or off the table, do women trigger men into domestic violence?
Ooh, I forgot we put it.
You want me to start off, or you want to start off? I'm gonna start off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cause I know you probably gonna say some shit that's gonna get us.
Yeah. Juice, but, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Here's my take on it. No one knows your buttons like your partner.
Heavy.
But if you sit before friends, companions, whatever, and declare yourself a man, then you have to withhold and resume some type of couth and self-control. That's it. It does not mean that women should put their hands on men, because actions have reactions.
Every action has a reaction.
And
cause and effect.
And it comes with consequences. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we've been taught since you don't want nobody, don't put your hands on nobody, you don't want, same rules apply. But just because you have to be in control of your own triggers. It's not my fault that you triggered, nigga. If I didn't do the shit that triggered you, you didn't handle your childhood trauma.
That's not their problem. Yeah.
That's your problem.
I agree.
You don't get to put your hands on me because I triggered you unknowingly. Now, like I said, this goes back to actions and reactions. Now, being that you are my partner and you know me, I know you, and I've taken the responsibility to let you know some of my triggers and trauma responses, and in heated moments you go and you poke and you poke and you push, It's not to say that you deserve it, but you shouldn't be surprised about if something happens. And that's just how I look at it. Like, I'm never gonna say a man should put their hands on a woman, but I will say sometimes they deserve it. And that's just it. Like,
I'm gonna say this. I got a daughter. She 1. And I don't give a fuck about being a tough guy or trying to sound tough, because I don't recognize even the toughest talking niggas is the weakest niggas. So, but if a nigga ever put his hand on my daughter personally, either I'ma die, or he gonna die. That's just straight like that. That's just how I feel. So I say that to say, and I have to preface that because all the women, after I say what I'm about to say, don't you have a daughter? Do you have a? Yes, I fucking do, and I just said that. So we got that out the way. A beautiful 1-year-old girl that I love the shit out of. Yes, I have a daughter, and I'm still saying what I'm about to say.
it's a contradiction.
I just want to say that in a lot of countries overseas in the Middle East, men legally have the right to slap the living shit out of their wife if they say something disrespectful. They legally have that right. They can do that shit right in front of whatever their form of law enforcement is, and them motherfuckers won't say a word. They won't say a damn word. I'll even say to an extent, back in like the 60s and the 70s, like early, like in American culture, 40s, 50s, 60s, you could physically reprimand your wife, and if the police get called, they're gonna be like, ma'am, step back in the house, I want to talk to the man. I'm gonna let him tell me what happened. We no longer live in those times. We live in the times where if the police is called in a domestic violence situation, nigga, I lived in the state of California for several years. They have something they got called an OJ rule. And they'll tell you this started because of OJ. If in a domestic violence case or distress call, if a call is made to law enforcement about domestic violence and the police has to dispatch an officer to the scene, somebody has to get put in the car. Whether you hit her, didn't hit her, somebody gotta go in the car. They gonna tell you, she gotta go in the car or you gotta go in the car. But we cannot leave unless one of y'all go in the car. That's the law. Because of O.J. Simpson. It's called the O.J. rule. 95% of the time, let me bump it up, 98% of the time, who you think going in the car?
Oh, you know who's going in the car.
The man is going in the car. I paint that picture to say this. I think it's like what Sugar Free said. I never hit a woman, but I slapped the shit out of a bitch. That's what he said.
No, fair.
And so with that being said, in no way, shape, form, or fashion on Vision Network am I condoning physical domestic violence against women. I want to make that very fucking clear. The YouTube, what Stephen A. Smith say over FCC Airways. I want to make that very clear. But what I will say is that women know that they have the law and the system and the courts on their side, and that is why they intentionally provoke men to physical violence. They intentionally do it. They do it on purpose because they know if you touch them, it ain't nothing. All they need to do is get to this. As long as they can make it to this, matter of fact, they ain't even got to have long to talk. If the phone is long enough, they can GPS the location of where you at.
You know what's so funny though about that? Like, and it's even like they have such the upper hand because you just admitted that if a man, you just said women provoke and they do it, and so essentially you're saying it be the women's fault. And you also but listen, and then you also just said too on the contrary though that if a man put his hand on your daughter, you would go and kill
but
that.
See, that's just my personal.
And that's what I'm saying though. They also have that.
Yeah.
And the men in their life that are not, you know, their partner, they risk their lives too. Or something like, cause you'll go and kill this man for no reason, and he might not have even been wrong.
He might, but it's okay. So that, but see, that's what I'm saying. That's where parenting comes in, because if you, that's the mother and the father. That's a great point. As a mother and a father, you are supposed to be imploring and depositing into your child's mind, listen, as a daughter, as a young woman, this is how men are. You do not do this to men, because that's going to put daddy in a situation to now I got to kill him because of you. I'm not going to let him hit you and get away with it, but you also don't need to put me in that situation to why I got to come clean up for your fucking mouth. But that's my part as a parent, to make sure you know how to play your fucking part and not put yourself in a situation with a man like that in the first place, so that I don't got to come and clean up your shit.
Like, have you ever seen a woman unintentionally put a nigga in some shit?
Yes, that happens all the time.
Oh my God.
It's just like the situation where females be popping off at the mouth and they being completely in the wrong. First thing they say, I'ma call my brother. Okay, well that nigga finna get shot. Call him. You finna get that nigga lit up. Call him. As soon as he pull up, his shit getting Swiss cheese. So go ahead and call him.
Like, I've even seen instances in the club. A nigga might go get a drink.
Period.
Like,
period.
Come back, argue.
But that's a good point. Women do that. They never, again, it goes back to the accountability. There is no accountability on their part. They do not think in an emotionally enrage-filled time or moment that because I'm out of pocket, I'm out of bounds, I'm saying some disrespectful shit, I'm doing some disrespectful shit to a man that I know. This is the crazy part. This is where it gets fucked up and manipulative. I know physically I can't do anything to you, but because I'm disrespectful and I don't have any accountability, I'm gonna throw a nigga that ain't got nothing to do with this to come clean up for me and let him get in fucking trouble. He either gonna go to prison or he gonna get Swiss cheese. Neither one of those are good outcomes behind some disrespectful shit that I did. That's a fucked up position to put a man in. So the point that I'm making is, I heard a dude say that we need to get back to the times where women could just get the shit smacked out of them if they did some bullshit. And I am going to say on the record that I would have to agree with him. I'm sorry. I was trying to find, as I'm talking, a better way to say it, but I'm with him. I'm with him. I'm sorry. I'm fucking with him.
Like,
I'm with him.
Because at the end of the day,
I'm with him.
That's still just gonna get you
juice. I'm sorry, bro. I'm with him.
But listen though, that's a lose-lose regardless. It's a lose-lose regardless.
It ain't a lose-lose.
If niggas wanted it to be that way,
because if women knew that, would happen, they would
smack her. She's gonna get you smoked.
Yeah.
So regardless, you're getting smoked.
No. So what I'm saying is, I'm
done.
No. So listen.
Dirt.
Listen.
6'7" in the dirt.
Yeah. Look.
That nigga go.
Look.
Come on. Sweet
look. Or 6'7" in prison, nigga.
Come on, right?
Either one of the two. So look, hold on though.
The best thing to do, bro, is to walk away. And if you got some sisters,
let me clean it up.
Call your sisters.
Hold on.
If you ain't got no sisters, call your aunt. If you ain't got no aunt, call your mama. If you ain't got no mama, I don't know.
Let me clean it up.
Don't just walk away, bro.
Let me clean it up, cause this shit they gonna clip the fuck out of this. Hold up. Let me clean it up. I'm not saying that's what niggas need to do.
Cause I don't see a positive.
Let me.
You see my boy over there?
Yeah.
He got 3 sisters. What you think he gonna do to you if you put? Come on. Come on.
Bro.
Yeah.
Let me finish. Let me clean it up. So what I am saying is this. I'm not saying that's what should happen. I'm just saying that if we were in the times, or we were in a society like those current, because the societies that I was talking about where they're able to physically reprimand their women, that's current. I'm not talking about some shit 100 years ago. That's in their current society, they're able to do that. So what I am saying is this, they even have it to the point to where if a man sees a citizen sees another man's wife with another man, they could slap her up for being with a man that's not her husband. So a man that's not even her husband can slap her up on the spot in public. He has that permission. Like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? This is not your husband. This is not your husband. Who the, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying this. What I'm saying is,
and you know, but you know the thing with them, bro, them bitches, they don't even be happy over there in the Middle East. Their daddy arranged that marriage at 13 before they even got her first drop of menstrual.
This is what I'm trying to get at. There is no recourse to women's disrespectful behavior. No recourse. Women have been told in society, the most honorable Kevin Samuels told us, multiple other people, women are above reproach. Meaning that you as a man, I as a man, none of us as men are allowed to say anything that could be considered constructive criticism, negative, anything that could be, that's not praising or, we'll say it like that, anything that's not praising or pandering is wrong. And women have been told that men are not allowed to critique them in any way at all. And if we do, it's who hurt you.
Why you in women's men?
Go get you a man then. Yep, you in women's business. Your mama black. It's the same script over and over and over.
My favorite shit when they be like, men used to build shit.
Men used to build. It's the same script over and over and over.
First of all, bitch, I changed my tire before I even said yes on this tweet.
That's what I'm saying.
If you want to know.
So what I'm saying, so what I'm saying is this. Because women know there are no ramifications, there are no consequences, there is no recourse to what they do, why would somebody stop doing something disrespectful if they know nothing's going to happen to them? That is the conversation that really needs to be had. That's all I am trying to say. Well, at what point, why would somebody stop doing something? We put that, we did the same, we said the same thing about kids. And me and you briefly talked about that. It's the same thing with children.
I'm about to offer a solution to that.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with children.
That's why I'm about to offer a solution.
Nigga, if you touch a child, like a sexual way, bro, that too. But I'm talking about if you like physically discipline a child. If you discipline a child physically, you're going to fucking jail. You can't even discipline kids no more. So let's paint this quick picture. Say, for example, me and you, we had the viral stepfather talk that's doing thousands of views right now, might I add. But the stepfather talk, if you got a child that's not even your child, and you trying to discipline him, and his mom telling you can't discipline him, or even if she give you the permission to discipline him, and that nigga buck on you and be like, nigga, you ain't my daddy. What you gonna do? Hit me or something? Fuck you. You can't do nothing to the nigga.
Hey, look.
No, listen. You can't do nothing to that
nigga on the couch and we're going to watch Baby Boy.
But guess what? That's cool.
And I'll be like, you talk to me like again, I'm going to show you something, Jody. I'm going to show you something, Jody.
Hey, you can watch with him what you want to watch with him. You can watch with him what you want to watch, but you better not put your fucking hands on him. Because what I'm sitting here saying is the same thing for children. They don't have any recourse. There is no consequence for them to do that to you because they know you can't touch them. If you touch them, you about to go sit down. You're going to have some charges. Look. Child cruelty, child abuse, child neglect. Nigga, it's all kind of charges. So what I'm saying is this. Because there is no path, and this is the last point I want to make on this. A lot of men, it's on men too. A lot of men were single mother raised. A lot of men were raised by single mothers. All they saw was emotion. All they saw was dealing with things from a feminine angle. That's what women want to do. Oh, I'm gonna hit you. I'm mad. I want to hit you. That's feminine shit. Men don't automatically want to resort to a true centered man don't automatically want to, no matter how fucking big you is, a true centered man does not want to automatically resort to violence when he gets upset. That's not the true center of a man. True masculinity is, bro, just go ahead on, because I know I can fuck you up right now, but I'm trying to spare you. Please go ahead on about your business. That's true masculinity. Knowing what you can do to a nigga, knowing what you can do to to a nigga, but not wanting to do it because you really not trying to go that way with it. So what I'm saying is this.
A couple homegirls.
What I'm saying is this.
You gotta fuck everything. My homegirl's gonna slide. I'm telling you this right now. They might be in the comments when they see this.
Oh, you saying the girls can beat her up?
Like, yeah, like I'm not arguing with no. I got real deal.
A lot of it come, but I'm just saying, to close my point out, a lot of it come from single mother raised men.
No, that's right.
And they just have not, they never saw a different path to dealing with their emotions. All they know is impulse, dealing things with emotional, dealing with things. I've literally seen niggas arguing with their girl in the street like, why are you doing this? Chill. Just get in the fucking car. Sounded like a bitch, bro. Like, I swear to God, I've seen it. Cause listen, real quick. One of my teachers talks about frame, masculine frame, feminine frame. Masculine frame should not be able to be moved. You're always supposed to operate in masculine frame, and you can only be in one frame or another. When you start arguing with a female and hitting her and doing shit like that, you're bringing yourself down and putting yourself in her frame. Now you're operating under her rules because you're in her frame. You have to stay in your frame and really just get rid of it. But we can move on. Let's keep pushing.
Get you some homegirls.
Yeah. Not fast. And don't be going across bitches' heads unless y'all niggas want to go sit down. I'm just saying.
You know.
But if you do, I ain't got nothing to say about it.
Is celebrating holidays on or off the table?
You go.
I guess it really just depends on how you came up and how you was raised. Like, to me, I look at holidays more so as just free time off from whatever I'm doing. But like, I really don't give a fuck too much about holidays, you know what I'm saying? Just because most of them are man-made and a lot of them don't even have like the true meaning in which we're celebrating it for anyway. Like, you know, some argue Jesus' birthday wasn't even at the time it was in December, but hey, who am I? I love Christmas. You know, Valentine's Day, that was a day of massacre. So it's just really just like, you know, I like that it allows us to have a time to be with your loved ones and the people that you care about. So in that aspect of holidays, I appreciate it. But like, as far as overall, like what it means, like I personally don't care about getting gifts. Like I like to give gifts, so I'll give gifts and stuff like that. But like, I'm really not tripping too much. Like after like 9 a.m. on Christmas, like we should be getting back to regular program. Like, what's up? Like, what we doing? Like that was my type vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna sit up in the crib all day. But then again, like maybe it was my family dynamic, which is why like holidays mean more than just based on how you raise. Like if you come from a loving, like super like, we did this every Christmas. We baked cookies and little cookies for Santa and Elf on the Shelf, and we watch Grinch and Home Alone. Like, you will love holidays, but
which I think the 90% of America is in that category.
Yeah, but if you come from a neighborhood where you had to wait for the fire truck to pull up to get your Christmas gifts, you might feel a little bit different about it.
I think that as far as like holidays, the first one that stick out to my head is Valentine's Day. I haven't celebrated a Valentine's Day in probably about 20 years.
It's Valentine's Day every day with my girl. Hey, that. Nah,
but you want to know, that's it. I hate to be that cliche, but that is kind of like where I'm going with it, specific at Valentine's Day. Because the thing about it is, Valentine's Day, what I don't like about holidays is the programming. I try to be as detached away from programming as I humanly can. By default, we're going to be attached to some sort of programming, period. When we walk in the store and buy a soda that we didn't intend to get, that's programming. Like, we're going to conform to some sort of programming. But when it comes to holidays, it is the highest form of programming and manipulation. Just for the simple fact of why as soon as Halloween is over, it done got to, see, they used to have a little bit more couth, as you said, and decorum and dignity before they start promoting Christmas. They at least used to wait to Halloween. Nigga, they be having candy canes and Santa hats in the store before Halloween even done, nigga. So what I'm trying to say is this. They do that because it's a psychological manipulation tactic to place that pressure on you. If it's only November and I'm already saying, I start hearing the bells, you know, the little bells jingling, that little Christmas bell jingle.
I just learned this year that niggas be putting their tree up on November 1st.
Yes, people be putting no, that wasn't always the case though. That's some new shit.
That's new shit, right?
That's new shit. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm like, when the fuck? Yeah, nah.
We in Georgia, niggas, they're still summer in November.
Normally used to be, the tree didn't go up till after Thanksgiving. Like the day after Thanksgiving or like a few days after Thanksgiving, bam, the tree went up. That shit going up during November, before Thanksgiving even get here now. But that's the programming. But it's all a money thing for them. It's all a money thing. If I tell you, and nigga, this my second year as a father, Christmas hit completely different when you a parent, nigga. That shit is different. I get it now. When motherfuckers be, oh shit, it's December the fucking 14th, Christmas in 9 days. Oh shit, I ain't even. It's like that if you let it be. Like see, when you ain't a parent, it's like, oh nigga, I get you something, I get it. That shit might be after Christmas. Be appreciative that I got it for you, bitch. But when it's children and you want to create, I think that's the thing about Christmas. I'll get back on Valentine's Day in a minute. Christmas, I'll say it like this, so it's a clear line drawn. Christmas is only special as an adult when you have a child. I'll say it like that. If you're an adult and you don't have children, Christmas is like, me and my girl might do some shit for one another. She might get her something. You know, you have all these fake ass entertainers in the industry that be trying to outdo her. We gonna see it in about 2-3 weeks. Oh, he bought her a Rolls Royce. Well, Stefan Diggs bought her a Lamborghini.
And I think that shit is some of the stupidest gifts because y'all niggas don't even have the time to even enjoy those things. And most of them are leases and they getting written off in taxes. Yeah. But cool.
It's all for sure. Some of it don't even be them. Some of it be just rentals. They just be putting on. Look, they'll tell they girl beforehand like, hey, I'm gonna put a big bow on the whip and like make it look like I got this for you for Christmas, and you gonna act all surprised and happy for shade room.
Like to me, I would respect those type of things if that's her dream car. Yeah. If that's their dream, like you know.
But see, this is the thing. When you're of that status, it's only so many cars you can get. It's only so many Birkin bags you can get. It's only so many fucking APs and Cartier watches you can
though,
get.
I don't think those are like, that's an investment. Like, that's not bad purchases. Like, those are things that you can, when shit gets bad and you say you got down on your last, if you got 7 Birkins, you can reacquire some wealth if you sell them off.
I can see that.
So,
that's it.
like, those, like, Birkins, that's a collectible. Like, that could be an investment if you do it the right, you know what I'm saying?
That's fair. But no, back to the holiday thing. So definitively, just so I'm making it clear, like Christmas when you have children is a different experience. It is. Because it's not about the way I rationalize it, because I'm not a big holiday guy. I don't even got me a tree up yet. But I'm not a big holiday guy. But what I will say is, it's not more so about the holiday itself. It's about being able to show your child, this was your first Christmas. This was you on your second Christmas. This was you on your, they're not gonna remember any of this. So if they don't have anything to show them, they're gonna be asking you in 10 years, what the fuck was we doing on Christmas when I was 1? What was we doing on Christmas so you wanna be able to show them the experience, the memory. It's more so of a memory thing. It's a memory. It's not about the holiday, but it's just about providing the experience for them so they can have to carry on later. Now, Valentine's Day, I never celebrated because yes, I do feel like, well, right now I don't have no girl, but I'm just sitting here saying that if you do got a girl, anything that why are you waiting for February the 14th to take a female out and get hotel and put rose petals on her and bubble baths and all this dumb shit? Nigga, you could have did that on January the 14th. You could have did that on December the 14th. So it's not that cliche, everyday Valentine's Day for me. It's not that energy that I'm trying to put out. It's more so of So what about the 14th of any other month? Like, nigga, if you rocking with your girl, why are you allowing society to tell you that you have to do something extra special on this day? Why? Because they said that's the day you gotta do it on? That's the programming shit that I'm talking about. I hate feeling like I'm capitulating to programming. That's why I don't like doing the shit. Lastly, Thanksgiving, nigga, we're celebrating the rape, the grape, the encapture, the unalivings, the pillaging of an entire nation of people. And we all sitting around eating turkey and laughing and watching football. And we're celebrating a holiday when the entire nation of people, a lot of our ancestors actually, if you want to keep it real, because it happened on American soil. When the white man, when the settlers came over here and did what they did, a lot of those were our people, especially if you were Black American. A lot of those were our people. So we sitting around eating pie and turkey and dressing in food and watching football, celebrating the annihilation of our ancestors. If we just want to take it back on some history. So holidays I hate the programming of it, but it's different depending on the circumstance.
Yep. But I do enjoy my time off. I think I use holidays really just as a reset to just the world slow down for a few moments, and you just
if anything, New Year's, if I just had to choose a holiday, you made me think, you triggered that when you said reset. New Year's, I would say, would be probably like the most, like, how can I say it?
I would say that and your birthday.
Yes, your
birthday is a holiday.
Yes, absolutely. And also somebody taught me your birthday is actually the real New Year's. That's like your personal New Year's. Like January 1st, the year is turning a new year, but you don't have your real New Year's until your birthday hits, because you're turning a whole new age. Like, it's like literally the beginning of a new year for you personally. So, but yeah.
And into our last topic on or off. I like this one. Are famous people making themselves too accessible? On or off the table?
You want to go?
That shit is.
Can I get a little more of this?
Yeah, please just help yourself, brother. Thanks for reminding me. I forgot I had it.
Go ahead. We're not promoting any brands. I'm just letting y'all know. Yeah. We're not promoting no brands.
We want to get promoted. We can't talk about it. But you know, with these tariffs and all that.
Yeah, no free brand promotion. We have to make sure we say that.
But that shit definitely.
Try a new refreshing cranberry. All right, go ahead.
That shit is definitely on the table. Like, with the increase of, social media and the internet and all those things that go into it, the true star is dying. There's only two individuals that I can say that are very much on a social media, and because they do appearances with the youngins on Twitch and stuff like that, is LeBron James and Drake. They're the only two that can go anywhere and still shut it down, even though they're still a little bit more accessible. But in order to remain and retain your true stardom, it comes with being scarce. That's why Beyonce and Jay-Z are running this empire. That's why Kanye, even though he has his character flaws, he's still looked at as an icon and an idol. And then sometimes too, what you're doing, what these famous people are doing with this accessibility, is allowing us to see who you really are. And that takes away from the perception and the image that I may have loved about you and stuff like that. You know what they say, your idol turning your rival. You don't always want to know who these people are.
Right.
Because most of them aren't really good people.
Nope.
And you know, you can like them for what they do on a TV screen, on a basketball court, on a football field. But at the end of the day, they're still individuals. And we don't have, and what makes them so like, what had motherfuckers passing out, cause this nigga Michael Jackson stood on the balcony, didn't say nothing. Motherfuckers is dying.
Yeah, people passed out all the time.
We will never see that level of stardom again, just because it's impossible.
Yeah, people would see Michael Jackson and pass out like on a dime, nigga. Like,
bro, like
soon as they see niggas, they just start falling back.
Like Prince too, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's shit like this, like, and then it's ruining niggas. Like just go be a legend.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, no disrespect.
And a lot of people, like, I agree with the Drake and LeBron thing. You know, I won't say on camera who it is, because we pick and choose who we want to say, but I will say that it's a Atlanta legend that I grew up off of, that a lot of us grew up off of, that still is to this day one of the biggest artists in the history of rap music. Mm-hmm. One of the biggest legends of Atlanta. When you think about Atlanta rap, you think about this person. And I met this person in Hollywood for the first time, flicked it up with him, took a pic, and he was super cool. And then when I moved back to Atlanta, I see this dude all the time now. I see this dude to the point to now when he see me, he just dap me up like, you been all right? Like, we almost know each other now. And so it don't hit the same when I see this nigga no more. Now, mind you, my dad, like, the few little things,
there's good and bad shit with that.
Yeah, the few little things my pops did do for me when I was young, he paid for my birthday to go see this particular artist in concert. Mm. And I was ecstatic. Like, oh shit, I'm about to go. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So with that being said, like, bro, this same person I see all the time, and I even got their people contact information, like even planning on doing business with. But what I'm saying is, I can see how, like, I'll use Usher as an example. I felt like that about Usher. I felt like I started seeing Usher way too much on social media. I started seeing too many posts about him every other day when he was on tour, because he went on like 2 back-to-back tours. No, he had a residency in Vegas. That's why he was getting posted so much. He had a residency. So we all love Usher in the culture. It's fucking Usher.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nothing else has to be said, which speaks to our point. Nigga, you're Usher. We do not need to be seeing you putting cherries in bitches' mouths every night. Now, I get that he had a residency and he getting his bag, he getting his money. Get your money. But what I'm saying is for me, it watered it down because I started seeing way too many posts about him. It started to take away, like, this is the thing.
What it does is it gives room for the media to depict and break you down.
Yes.
Like,
the audience, the public, yeah.
The fans, whatever, like, it gets a chance for them to really nitpick, and it's like, it takes away from everything that you work for and you built for.
I'll give you a perfect
And you know
example.
why you were so excited when you went to go see that artist? It's because we had these, but it didn't have this. Like, it had this, but it was for your personal shit. Yeah. And we wasn't posting it on here. So like,
I don't even think I recorded that
bro,
show.
Seeing a rapper or an athlete growing up in the early 2000s and in the early 2010s, bro, like, that shit, like, was so different. It was like seeing a superhero.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, yeah.
These little niggas is not gonna feel like that seeing them, like.
It's like perfect example. I'll use back to the Usher thing real quick. It's not that I have any less respect for Usher.
Right.
I still see him as a goat. But the fact that I saw him so much, it started to annoy me. It started to make me be like, bro, just go sit down and be Usher. Just be the dancing in the rain nigga with no shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Just go be that nigga. Just be, you got it back. Just go be, after you don't leave your girl around me. Go be Usher, nigga. We all know who you is. I don't want to see you every single time I pick my phone up. It's annoying. Just go be Usher and it's like with like true legends. They call it a lure. You ever heard the term allure? It's a lure. It's like this. How can I say it? It's almost like they're not even real. They kind of just they kind of create this super huge legacy and they just disappear like a fairy tale. That's how we want to see our legends. Just disappear. That's why the Kanye's, anytime that nigga pop out, it's a big fucking deal because that nigga's just mysterious like that. So I'll share some wisdom that I learned in 48 Laws of Power. Scarcity creates value. Scarcity creates value. The less you're seen, the more value you appear to be. The more you're seen, the more common you appear to be. I can relate that to relationships. Me and you had that talk. The more you're around your partner, the more your partner sees you, the more common you becomes to her. Familiarity breeds contempt.
Or, for example, the more you post your relationship, the more social media controls the narrative of your relationship.
Absolutely.
A private relationship is a successful relationship. It doesn't mean you don't post your partner or you're hiding your partner, but you don't have to relive and talk like. I don't like when couples that know they're going to stay with each other, that you know, like you're going back to this nigga, you're going back to that bitch. Like I hate that type of content because why are you sharing me what they did as if it's so bad and you're not leaving?
Oh, I have an answer.
Like that
it's a 5-letter word that begins with a C. Clout. That's why.
But it's like. Now you're trying to understand why you don't understand why your relationship is that because the shit is in house. You know what I'm saying? Like we deal with our shit. Like I don't do no public arguing, none of that shit. Like this is our shit.
For me,
I do not like that content. That style of content. Also, too, what I wanted to touch on before I forget, their accessibility too is part of the reason why they keep getting robbed and why their houses keep getting stolen. Because it's too much known about your whereabouts. That's why these niggas' houses keep getting robbed. That's why they keep getting like, it's dangerous to be that accessible as well. You work so hard, people are crazy. They wanna, as much as people love you, they envy you just as much, if not more. They want what you have. And you giving them free layups. It's not hard to find where most of these celebrities live.
Most of their addresses is on Google.
Yeah.
Literally. No, you can, I don't want to say who, but it's a lot of celebrities right here in Atlanta. You could just type in their name and their address, it'll show up.
Bro, it was a infamous group out here that was terrorizing the celebrities' cribs.
Yeah,
a couple years ago, like easy, like boom, bro. That shit was cake.
As far as the accessibility, I'll use somebody like a Mike Tyson. Like Mike Tyson is pound for pound, arguably the greatest fighter ever, arguably. And what I don't like is. There was a man named Bobby Hemmett. A lot of people know who Bobby Hemmett is. A lot of people don't. But he said that the white man basically always likes to tarnish the legacy of our legends. And I've seen that with so many icons. If you notice, they all end with these fucked up, like as soon as we remember the great, amazing things they did for our culture, for Black American culture. See, this is the thing. They're already trying to revise and rewrite history. White people. They're already trying to revise our history and take our history away. But the things that they can't revise, the other tactic that they pull, okay, well, yeah, this person was a great icon in your community and did all these great things, but this is what happened to them in the end. Let me go down a quick list. Whitney Houston. Arguably the greatest voice ever. It's not black. Like Whitney Houston has been voted. Whitney Houston has been voted by worldwide to have arguably the greatest voice of any singer ever. That's how well respected she was. You know what her legacy was reduced to? Her being a fucking crackhead. Hold on real quick. Making fun of her. Oh, he was doing that Whitney and Bobby skits and picking on her and making fun of her and shit. That's how they do our legends. They'll sit there and tell you how great of a vocalist she is and turn right around and be like, well, she was a crackhead. They do. That's by design. Another person, R. Kelly. One of the greatest singers, songwriters ever. One of the greatest singer, songwriters ever.
Now,
ever.
Robert was a pedophile.
Bro, one of the greatest singer-songwriters ever. It does not take away from what he did.
No.
Follow my point.
It don't take away from his pedophilia either.
Follow my point. Yeah, the same pedophilia that the fucking parents were offering their children up to this nigga.
Yeah, they should
willingly,
go to jail too.
Voluntarily, but they didn't.
Yeah,
they were giving their children
I agree
to this
with
nigga.
you. They wrong too.
But the point that I'm making is this. Do you know, we ain't even gonna break down the Epstein files. How many of these white people were in the Epstein files that did stuff with children the same age or not, if not younger, and they still walking around fucking free?
Bro,
the point that I'm making
they acting like they ain't got the file.
Brother, the point and they acting like they don't got them. That's my point. But when it come to R. Kelly, oh no, he did this, and he's spending the rest of his life in prison. Bill Cosby, another nigga. Regardless of the shit that he did, that's another black man who was a legend in, I keep saying, in our culture, because it's by design, it's on purpose. They want our legends to have stains. They want them to he was a legend,
And
but he had a stain.
Speaking of stains, they don't want to tell you that Elvis Presley died a shitty man.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He was constipated.
They're icons.
They don't ever want to tell you how Elvis died.
They're icons. They never. That's the point I'm getting to.
We should shitty.
They never.
Stains.
They never.
Shit stains.
They never want to tell you the history.
Shitty ass nigga.
They want their.
On his own flow.
They allow.
Elvis.
They allow their icons to die with honor. Mm-hmm. That's the point that I'm trying to make. They allow their icons to die in honor. Look at the greatest fighter of all time, Muhammad Ali. Look at his last days. That was fucked up to see that man having to live his life like that. Couldn't even talk, couldn't even move. Now that was something that was derived from him boxing, but we had to watch our legend weak. That's what I'm saying. White people want us to see our legends weak in their last days.
Right, because
they want us to see our legends weak. They don't want us to remember them as the strong, heavyweight, knock every nigga out who they meet. They don't want us. God damn. They want us to meet. They want us to.
Got a yawn. That's a.
Well, that ain't Reese.
Blueface be saying go to retriever. No, nigga, that's a Mustang.
Was that Angel Reese? Was that?
That's a GT. That's a Camaro. Nigga.
No, what I'm saying is I use Mike Tyson as an example. I hate to see Mike Tyson. Bro, do you know Mike Tyson was literally the scariest person in the world? Niggas with there's footage you can go back and watch. When Mike Tyson was in his prime, that man was so intimidating. Niggas would be over there warming up like this, nigga. Like visibly, like can't keep their hands still, bro. That's how fierce and intimidating this man was. Now what is he reduced to? Fighting fucking YouTubers.
And it's
He's
crazy.
fighting YouTubers. We are talking about a man who had people shaking to even fucking fight him. And where is he now? He's fighting YouTubers for a bag. The only point that I'm trying to make to you is this is what they do with our legends. I'm trying to show the people a pattern. This is what they do with our legends. They bring them all the way up, and then at the tail end or the back end of their legacy, they try to take them out as weak. That's why they had them on that video.
You build them up to break them down.
That's what they doing, and they only do that with our icons and our legends. So it goes back to the original question: is these people making themselves too accessible on or off the table? I think it goes to that because people like a Mike Tyson, I don't give a fuck how much money you need, how much money you spent. He should not be fighting YouTubers. I get it's for a bag, but I think the self-preservation of legacy to go out on top, that's why you see motherfuckers win a championship and they like, I'm done, I'm retired, that's it. I'm not about to come next year and not even make the fucking playoffs. and then retire on the low. No, I'm going out of champ.
It's like,
that's how you gotta do it.
It's as simple as when you hooping. Even if you playing at it practice, you don't leave the court on a miss.
Nah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not just gonna leave the basketball court on a miss. No.
Yeah, how many superstars do we know? How many superstars do we know, and we can move on? How many superstars do we know that retired on a high note? I got my chip, out of here. A lot of niggas got an opportunity to do that, and they took it and they ran with it.
Yeah, my nigga Ray did it. Ray Lewis did it.
Like, exactly. He got his chip
Jerome
and he
Bettis
bounced.
did it.
Got his chip and he bounced. Got his chip and he. That's how you you don't see them niggas like that. You don't see Ray Lewis here and there. But what I'm saying is they ended off on a high note. Now their legacy gets to speak for themselves. They don't have to do a whole bunch of goofy shit and be streaming
And the
and
last thing you remember me as is at the pinnacle of what I did best.
Exactly. You remember me at my best, you remember me for my greatness. What I brought to my culture, what I provided for my culture, and that's where I hang my hat at. That's it.
All right, man. And as we get into our closing segment, man, you know we gotta flip the table.
Yes, sir.
So, you want to lead off on this one?
Which one we got?
Colorism in dating.
Man, you gotta say a little more formal than that, man.
Well, shit, goddammit, that's what the fuck it say on the sheet. I just read it verbatim, but I
What's
guess
the first subject on Flip the Table, my brother?
the first subject on Flip the Table is colorism in dating. I mean,
Is there colorism in dating?
Is there colorism in dating? And absolutely, because that's something that's been psychologically ingrained in us to tell us what beauty standards is. That's why there was this whole BBL epidemic when at first in the early 2000s, all the video vixens was damn near eating almonds a day, trying to stay in their size 0. Scared to get to a size 2.
Yeah.
Or back when Tyra Banks had America's Next Top Model, bitches didn't even want to eat a Lay's chip.
Who looks terrible, by the way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's always been shaped by societal standards at the end of the day, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And to be honest, I don't know. You know, we all watch Friday Black and the Berry Sweeter Than Juice. Now, don't get me wrong. I've dated. My first love was a yellow bone, the typical light skin, long hair. And
she wasn't shit, was she?
no, that's actually my homie. Like, she's actually pretty cool.
Okay.
Like, she's actually pretty cool.
I thought it was coming behind it.
I wanted to hate on her now. Like, that's my dog. Like, you know, she's married now, got a beautiful daughter, all that. Like, so happy for her. Cool.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? But as long, in my opinion, black comes in different shades. And as long as it's black and you ain't swirling, you good in my book.
Hey, what Dr. Umar say? My almond buddies, my butter pecan buddies, my peanut butter buddies, my silly.
Like, just no swirling. Like, now I'll forgive a nigga if he wanna intertwine, cause he wanna feel like he's taking control or whatever, like you said. You know, like, cool, you wanna fuck on some shit, cool. But when it's time
to take his power back?
To take his power back. But when it's time to reproduce and build a family, you go get you a melanated woman. And only
they gonna love you.
And only do you procreate with a biracial if they identify with their black side. If they're not, if they lean more towards the you know, their caucus side, can't reproduce with them. But you know, cause I got some mixed homies that don't know they white side at all. You feel me? They niggas to me. You feel me? And maybe that's bias. But that's my only, like, you could procreate with a biracial, as long as they identify and presume themselves with their black culture at the end of the day. That's just my opinion. That's not fact. That is just actually an opinion of mine.
I will say colorism in dating. Light-skinned girls for the win. Light-skinned girls for the win. Light-skinned girls have privilege.
Bro, they all got
wait, let me get off real quick.
Bro,
let me get off.
But my thing sometimes with light-skinned girls, bro, it's like 2K. They got like the same 3 face profiles, bro. Like, you get them, you create the same joint. Like, light-skinned, curly hair. Like, damn, what make her stand out? Nothing other than she yellow like a Simpson. Like,
all light-skinned girls for the win.
What I'm saying?
Just
go ahead.
Take a shot. Light-skinned girls for the win. And the reason why I'm saying that is this.
Brown-skinned girl.
The only issue, there is colorism in dating.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What I will say, the reason why I say is light-skinned girls are for the win is because I noticed something when I was growing up. Light-skinned women in today's society are only attracted to the blackest niggas in the world. Light-skinned women don't even talk to light-skinned niggas. That I realize. And it's fucked up. Every single bad light-skinned bitch that I see, they be with a nigga that is dark as shit.
Because black of the berries with the Jews.
They always with a dude that's dark. I don't know
but that's vice versa
I don't know what
dark skinned niggas love them a yellow bone and a red bone.
I don't know what that's about.
You know they do.
But when I was growing up,
it just became cool to be dark skinned in the last like 5 years.
I agree with that. I'm about to get to that. When I was growing up, I grew up doing like the Chris Brown era.
Oh yeah.
Where if you was light skinned and had in 2 earrings, nigga, you was smacking everything.
Remember when ATL came out?
The little brother?
All the girls in 8th grade was like, he's so cute.
If you
I was over there hating because I was like T-Pain.
If you look like niggas like him, Chris Brown, Evan Ross, his name Evan Ross. If you look like Chris Brown, Evan Ross, who are some of them other niggas? Lil Fizz. Oh God, B2K. Them days.
They had a plethora. All them niggas is like.
No, they wasn't. Omarion wasn't. You had Omarion, J Book. The only 2 light skinned ones was Raz B and Lil Fizz. Lil Fizz. There was not a bitch that existed during that time that wasn't on Lil Fizz, bro. I remember the days where bitches would come to school with them niggas glued on the front of their notebooks. They would cut out pictures of them niggas out of magazines.
When they had the blinding with the plastic, you put that bitch up in there.
If you know, you know.
The collage binder.
If you know, you know.
You had to be there. I'm showing my age.
You had to be there. They was cutting pictures out of them niggas and gluing them on their notebooks, bro. And so what I'm saying is I'm qualified to speak because I saw the metamorphosis of the light-skinned man. Back in the early 2000s, mid-2000s, light skin was in. Like you just said, dark-skinned niggas didn't get super popular. I remember my little brother, because we got 2 different fathers. He like dark. He dark skinned. He like Morris Chestnut complexion dark. My little brother. We got the same mama. I'm not that dark, but and I remember when we was real small, he used to come home from school and my mom used to have to console him about his skin tone. I remember that, bro. I remember him coming home and saying, him thinking girls didn't like him because his skin was too black.
Juice, what you think? Juice, like let's use Juice for example. Y'all don't know Juice because y'all don't see Juice. Juice 6'4", tall, dark skin. He is what they would call the just based off that is what in today's time is what they want.
The profile, yeah.
But growing up, I've known Juice since we was 7. We used to cook this nigga.
Yeah, that's how
you know what I'm saying?
That's how I used to be.
Wrong, he could joke back.
I get what you're saying.
He was dark, I was fat. So you know we had
I already get where you going.
But it definitely like that.
The profile.
I was asking him how he felt.
The profile of what used to be considered not attractive has now become what is attractive. Like you said, dudes who were super black in school used to get cooked. Now those are the niggas that are the hot commodity now. Now where I think that came from, I think where light-skinned niggas as a collective begin to go out of style for a lot of women is because when niggas start licking their lips a little too much and I ain't gonna lie, I had some baby oil days. I had some days where I took a picture and I put baby oil over myself.
But it was called putting your light skin face on.
Yeah, I
did a light skin face.
Yeah. No, but you gotta think though. Also, to my defense, during that time, that was like what, you know when niggas used to freak dance? Like hump the chairs and like hump the floor and all that bullshit?
Well,
I didn't do that.
That really came from Chicago though. That's Chicago coded though. Like
okay, but you know what I'm talking about? Like I'm just saying, like
I used to try to be on the floor now.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, girls and parties, if you
sorry, mom, if you I just playing.
Girls and parties used to think
that's the takeover, baby.
Girls and parties used to think that shit was hot. If you could dance like that,
but
if you was light skinned, if you had abs and you were sweating and bitches, all that shit was attractive to women during that time. The point that I'm trying to make is when that went out of style, like all that overly looking light skinned, cause then it started getting a little. I
bet you be like, I want a real man. I want a nigga. I want a medium ugly nigga. I want a nigga that look a little rough. It started to get a little moist. No, but
niggas started to make it a little moist.
It's colorism too, even in when it comes to dark skinned women, because a dark skinned woman has to be like super fine for people to appreciate her being beautiful. For dark skin, an average light skinned bitch it get chosen over than your standard average dark skinned woman.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the way. That's what I'm saying.
Bitches that just get chosen because she light skinned and curly hair and she really mid.
Yeah, I was starting with the dudes first because I just wanted to paint a picture on
I had to say that before I forgot.
On how us as men, how we appeal to women in a certain era versus how we appeal to women now, and how skin tone plays a part on how now light-skinned niggas is a meme now. You're a meme. Like they say every light-skinned nigga look like a pit bull. You ever seen that meme? That pit bull, they be like, why all light-skinned niggas look like this? Like they be doing their eyes like trying to like make their eyes all like extra fluttery and shit. Like, so what I'm saying is, as far as like light-skinned women for the win, I agree with that. As far as like when you were saying they all got the same profile, they do all got that same look.
Bro, it's literally 2K with them, bro. I'm telling you.
Most light-skinned women, the issue is they think they're better than what they are. And light-skinned women have been raised since the plantation to think that they're better than all other women. Most women that you hear complaining are light-skinned women. When light-skinned women, fair-skinned women go into a establishment or a club, they automatically expect a certain type of hate that other women don't get. And you want me to tell you low-key how light-skinned women do get hated on harder? Because the majority of the things that comes out of women's mouth who are non-light-skinned is what? Bitch, you just think you all that because you're light-skinned. So that right there is a direct reflection of their own self-hate, because you're basically saying, I ain't even said nothing to you, but you're basically telling me you think you're better than me because you're light-skinned. So that is a self-issue.
Now also, to play devil's advocate, to come to the defense of the lighter melanated folks, they also have to just deal with that as well, and they might not even be coming on that type time. They automatically get looked at as snooty, as stuck up, just because they light skinned and they like
they do.
They don't even now, because things have changed. They're going through it, and they don't even get a fair chance to just like, hey, bitch, I'm chilling.
I'll say this, because the only girls I ever talk to and approach are women who, I ain't gonna say got 200,000 followers, but I go for like the cream of the crop. I just go for it. If I see them in the gym, I don't give a fuck. I'll walk up. And you want to know what most of those girls?
I actually do not.
You want to know what?
I would never like.
But let me tell you real quick. You know what most of those girls tell me? Like I'm saying, like that stereotypical, like run-of-the-mill bad light-skinned woman. Okay, we'll start. Height, she about 5'6", 5'7", long ass wig on, long curly hair, titties, ass, beautiful face, hips in, just the stereotypical shit that if 9 out of 10 niggas saw her, they'd be like, she's bad. Cause we all know beauty is subjective, but I'm just saying, the average man that saw her would be like, yeah, she's bad. I only walk up to those kind of women. And you want to know what all those women normally say to me? If we make, some of them be like, fuck off, and that's cool. But the ones that I actually like get her number and be like, yeah, we'll see where shit goes. Those, which I get that a lot actually, they'll tell me, and then I'll get their Instagram afterwards, cause I asked for the number. I'm still, fuck the Instagram. I'm not a fan, bitch. I want the number. Me asking for your Instagram, you ain't gonna do nothing but turn me into a follower. I'm trying to fuck. I'm not trying to follow you. So I'll get the number, and you know what they'll all say? I'll get the Instagram afterwards, and look, 243,000 followers on Instagram. I'll be like, oh, okay, you one of them. And they'll all tell me the same shit. You are the only dude in like, I don't know how long, that actually had the balls to walk up and come talk to me. I bullshit you not, I don't know how many times I heard that shit. And I'll ask the same question. Why do you think that is? Nigga, it's a porn star that I know right now. Nigga got 200,000 followers. A well-known porn star that I be chopping it up with. Won't say her name. But she told me that when I first started talking to her, she was like, niggas just be scared. I don't know if just the way I look, they just automatically like disqualify themselves and be like me yeah, she probably wouldn't like me.
I think I always take my chances in person.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's always
because in the internet, bro, you just another number.
You're a follower, yeah, you're a fan.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Bro,
but I'm just saying, like, those type of girls, they already are expected to come with a certain type of attitude, and it's actually not as many niggas talking to them as you think, which is the irony of it, because you would think they got a million niggas. Well, they don't, because 90% of niggas is scared to say something to them because they already disqualifying themselves. So you'll be surprised, like, I'm just saying for the camera real quick, the baddies don't be having as many niggas as you think they do. And we can move on from that.
No, that's real. And I will say too though, like, and sometimes too, bro, the baddies really be the coolest ones. Like sometimes the baddies are the most chill. Like you be scared to talk, and they not dense, bro.
And quickly,
it be the mid shit that be acting stuck.
And quickly, I just want to quantify what a baddie is, because baddie is subjective. We're just talking about women who are like universally looked at as above average in attraction. A baddie could be a girl that's not even a 10. You don't gotta be a 10 to be a baddie. So I just want to clear that up, because motherfuckers will kill us in the comments and be like, well, what's a baddie? What qualifies or constitutes as a baddie? I just want to say that. But let's get to the last one.
And as we wrap up today's amazing episode.
But hold up, I will say I do prefer light-skinned girls over brown-skinned girls, but I don't have an issue with brown-skinned girls. I like them all, but that is my personal preference. Kill me in the comments.
It's a preference.
Kill me in the fucking comments.
It's a preference, so I ain't gonna kill him, but he's teetering that swirling line, and we'll get into that later though. I like me a nice brown. Like I said, as long as she's black, cool. You feel me?
You fucking Pan-Africanist?
Hey, I damn near almost was. Like, you know, I went to HBCU. Like, I majored in criminal. Like, bro, like damn near, bro. I was started.
You was born.
I started reading that Marcus Garvey. But we'll talk about coming to America.
Yeah,
we'll talk about coming to America another time. Because hell yeah, I was almost like, nigga, fuck this shit, nigga. That shit had me too angry though. Like, I couldn't function in society, nigga. I started questioning everything. Well, nigga, why is this pencil like, you know, like I was just not
we don't want to get I got you.
But at the end of the day, like,
just over,
you got to be able to relegate your emotions and stuff like that, and everything is not to be. I'm gonna just wrap this up real quick. You know, not to say that everything is to be questioned, but everything is not to be like ostracized. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have your questions and your concerns, but everything is not to be. You don't need to take everything that deep.
Right.
You feel me? But moving forward, to wrap this up, flip the table. Why has Hollywood fell off at the box office? I love this topic. Go ahead, though.
I'll start off and say Hollywood has fell off at the box office for a few reasons. I do want to say real quick that Warner Brothers is in a battle of being purchased. And they said that Netflix purchased it for, don't quote me on the amount, but y'all can probably correct me in the comments. But Netflix was purchased, Warner Brothers was purchased by Netflix.
Yeah, they got everything.
And then Paramount turned around and said, not so fast, Lee Corso voice, and was like, we gonna offer a higher bid to purchase it. Now the reason I brought that up is this. I, under no fucking circumstances at all, want Netflix to purchase Warner Brothers. Netflix.
But they already did it.
No, they didn't. It's not official.
It is official.
No.
It is. They bought it for $85 billion.
No, Paramount just put up a counter for 100. It's not finalized yet.
Netflix announced it.
When?
Like yesterday. They said that the effect will take place in 2026 third quarter.
Yeah.
If
studio, they bought everything, all that.
If that is the case, if Netflix owns Warner Brothers, I'm about to tell you what's gonna happen. Netflix is a far left liberal Democrat platform.
Yeah.
They made like an abundant, like overly contributions to the Kamala campaign when she was running, and to Biden. They like on the record, because a lot of these people who make a lot of these brands and companies, they do it under the table. They don't allow it to be like public knowledge that they made contributions to these campaigns. But Netflix like publicly allowed it to be announced for public information that they made, handsome contributions to the Democratic campaign. Which tells me that Netflix has no problem with letting people know that they support liberal ideology. Let me tell you what happens with that. There is going to be an overly abundance of content, first off, of pointless female lead actresses. It's about to be movie after movie, after show, after series, after series, after movie, after show of women leading the roles, kicking ass, being strong, being independent, not needing a man, she's bossing everybody around because she don't need no man. She gonna be fighting 20 niggas at one time and can kill them all by herself because she's just that badass of a woman. It's about to be a whole bunch more of that. Want me to tell you what it's about to be a whole bunch more of too? LGBTQ content. Because the liberal Democratic Party are a LGBT based political party, and we are about to get, same thing I said, more movies, shows, series
It's not we are about. It's already happening.
I give you that. Okay, let me rephrase.
It's been happening.
It's going to be a more overly the point that I'm making is this. If we think it's a lot now, if we think it's being forced on us now, it is going to be times 100 now. And that is what I don't like about this deal. Because we already have enough of that. If Netflix is calling the shots, they are about to inundate us with that content. We are about to have so many fucking female action lead characters that's like, don't get me wrong. I don't mind that as for something different. It's cool. But for every other movie to have a woman, kind of like a female version of like John Wick or The Equalizer, or you see, they did that with John Wick. They had a movie called Ballerina that came out, which I don't watch a lot of new movies, but I took my time to watch that one. It was alright, but basically she was like John Wick's daughter. So the female John Wick, we'll just say to keep it good. It was straight. It wasn't like blow me out my seat, but it was alright.
Shit, but then you got shit like Whatever Happened to Monday, which is gas.
I actually didn't watch that movie.
Or was it Wednesday or is it Monday?
No, I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, it came on Netflix?
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
There is some, and then there are some. I think it just comes down to production at the end of the day. Like, there are some female-led action roles that are actually like gas.
Some.
And it's a lot of.
But we don't need more of it in an abundance. We don't need like an abundance.
I think it just needs to be more fluidity in it. You know what I'm saying? And just not forced. Like, it needs to just be natural. Like, maybe more co-ops. Like, maybe a man in like more Mr. and Mrs. Smith type shit. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
How about more representations of like a power couple, and then they both on that type time. You know what I'm saying? Or things of that like.
That's cool, but that's not realistic. Because women, there is no woman in this world, realistically speaking, that's going to walk up to a crowd of 20 men or more and whoop all their ass in one sitting. I get a movie is a movie, but we gotta, can we get closer to reality a little bit? What I'm saying is this, why Hollywood is failing in the box office, for one, is the lack of content. Every other fucking thing is a remake. Every other fucking thing.
No originality.
No originality. Every other fucking thing is a remake and a fucking. Every other fucking thing is a remake and a sequel. Mm-hmm. Nigga, I just seen that they're doing a live action remake of Moana. Nigga, Moana 2, the cartoon, just came out last year. How the fuck are y'all doing a live action for a movie that just came for a sequel of the cartoon? That nigga, most live action movies. Think about when live.
You know what it is too though. It's also,
every cartoon don't need a live action.
It's not enough nonfiction. Like, it's too much. Or is it?
Right.
I can't fucking remember.
No, nonfiction. No, I agree with that.
But see, like. When we was coming up, it was things that was relatable. They put real deal films that you could relate to.
The plots, the movies,
the story, the writers.
You want to know what the biggest movie of 2025 probably was? Sinners. You want to know why Sinners was such a huge movie? Because it was original. Nobody had made a vampire movie about two twin black dudes from the South in like the deep South doing segregation, and like nobody had that kind of concept. It was completely fresh and new, and that's why I went so hard in the box office. Sinners, I want to say, is like the top 5 or top 6 grossing horror movie of all time. Ever.
And you know who missed the ball?
Who?
Him.
What was that?
With Marlon Wayans.
Oh my God, that movie was
I had better
ass.
Expectations for that.
I did. I kind of felt it was gonna be ass.
It was
a Jordan Peele. But now hold up though.
But that's not his lane.
No. It's not. But we have to. I'm gonna put the cape on for my brother Jordan Peele on this one, because all his movies go hard. Even though I didn't like Nope. Remember the movie Nope with Keke Palmer? I didn't really like that movie. But Jordan Peele didn't direct him; he produced it. In film and movie industry, that makes a difference. Because he produced the movie. He didn't direct.
I would have liked them see the
I hated him. Him was terrible.
If you were going to take that route,
that movie was terrible.
Really touch on it, and that should have been a more realistic movie.
That movie was terrible. You feel me?
Like, that shit was just so, it was corny.
It was terrible.
You know what I'm saying?
Bad.
Like, it just wasn't.
It was bad.
And I'm glad I bootlegged it.
Yeah. Okay, so let me get there. So the other reason why Hollywood is failing in the box office
I bootleg before I go pay. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't wasting my money.
Another reason why, yeah, that was a movie. That's what you just. That's a perfect segue in what I was about to say. We're not in the 90s no more. We're not in the early 2000s no more. Any movie we want to see, we can pull up on our laptop. And I know a lot of people, that fucks up, just us saying that fucks up a lot of companies and brands and shit like that. But they know what it is. We all know what it is.
Yeah, you block it, I'm gonna just get around it and so everybody else.
That's part of the reason. I am not going to, and let's not mention that going to the movies, 2 tickets, God forbid,
About $40.
2 tickets, God forbid, if you about to go see it in 3D, that's 50. Say for example, you go to like Atlanta Station, Regal, some shit like $50 just for tickets for 2. Oh, and your ass about to spend about another 50, 60 in snacks and popcorn and chips and candy and
I'm from around
and
the way.
nacho.
No, we not. You gonna have
You take it in, yeah, but
to check me out the door,
for the average person, they not trying to sneak a whole fucking large pizza in their fucking pants.
I know.
In the fucking movie.
I knew I was never average.
but the average American, they gonna go and they gonna do right and they gonna go through the whole movie theater experience and they gonna go in there and they gonna spend $50, $60 on fucking snacks. And so now, just to go to the fucking movies after tax and parking and all that other kind of shit, nigga, you over $100 just to go to the fucking movies. Who wants to do that when you can watch that same goddamn movie at home in the comforts of your own spot, eat whatever food you want to eat, and you can watch that bitch right at the house? I got a projector at my house. I got a whole wall bigger than this right here. Nigga, I just cut the light off, turn that bitch on. The whole fucking wall is a fucking is a fucking screen. We got AMC at the house. You feel me?
That's it.
So that's another big reason why the box office has gone down. And I just want to say real quick, Disney has ruined everything. Disney has.
So you saying fuck Walt?
No, I'm not saying fuck Walt. I'm saying Disney.
Right.
I'm saying Walt. I'm saying Walt ruined everything. All the IPs that they bought. Do you know how many IPs Walt Disney owns? Star Wars.
I know everything.
Marvel. Disney owns ESPN now.
I know.
They own so many different IPs. For those who don't know what an IP is, that means intellectual property. For those who don't know their business terms. They own so many intellectual properties. Marvel. I remember when I went to the theater to go see the first Spider-Man, who is my Spider-Man, my GOAT.
Peter Parker.
Tobey Maguire.
No, well, he played Peter Parker, but yes, Tobey Maguire.
That's my GOAT.
Yeah.
That's my Spider-Man.
That's my Spider-Man
I don't know
too.
about this new nigga that what's his name? What's the boy name?
The only new one I fuck with is the black one, Miles Morales. But outside of that,
What's the new nigga? Juice, what's his
Timothy
name?
Chalamet or
Getting them confused. What's your boy name? The new Spider-Man.
What's the name? Don't he?
Yeah, the one with the Zendaya.
It's not Miles Morales.
No, that's the character name.
The white boy.
Oh, his name.
Yeah, his real name.
He a cool
I can't think of his name.
cool
Anyway,
white boy,
y'all know
but-
the ones I'm talking about. It'll come to me later.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Tom Holland.
Tom fucking Holland. that's the kid. That's these little niggas Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's
my
the
Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire, nigga. That's my Spider-Man, and I'm taking it to my grave. But what I'm saying is Marvel superhero movies are ass now. Bro, I literally either fall asleep or I just can't stomach going. Nigga, I'll give you a perfect example. The last movie that I can remember myself going to, I took my girl at the time to see it. It was Morpheus. Bro, you gonna think I'm capping. I literally tapped her on her leg and got the fuck up and told her we finna bounce in the middle of the movie. It was that fucking bad. It was that fucking weak. It was that fucking trash. We literally got up, and the fact that she got up without even arguing with me, that let me know how ass it was. She was like, all right, cool. Like, fuck this shit.
Well, I was about to say,
Like-
I did like the Black Panthers.
Black Panthers was cool, but we talking about 2 movies out of how many movies Disney done dropped? They done dropped 3, 4 Thors. They done dropped all kind of shows, Moon Knight, just all kind of She-Hulk, just all these little random, like it's been quantity over quality. And now nobody wants to see that shit no more.
No,
Nobody wants to see it no more. Disney bought Star Wars. Star Wars used to be lit. Nigga, I remember going to see Star Wars Episode 1 in the theaters. Bro, the line was from here to the stadium, bro. I remember pulling up.
Star Wars. I don't know if the younger generation is on Star Wars like that.
They not, because it's been ran into the ground. That's my point. They would be still if it hadn't been oversaturated. Nigga, when Star Wars came out when you was younger, like our age group, it came out in spurts. You know, a Star Wars movie will come out like every 5 years.
You know what series do got it though?
What?
Toy Story. The way that they break it down.
Yeah, but even they kind of like.
It's funny though. None of them compared with the original.
Like the last movie that Disney dropped, the last cartoon movie, I want to say it was called Elio. That movie did the worst in the box office in the history of any animated film they ever dropped. I mean, it was a straight flop. You know that girl Sydney Sweeney? Mm-hmm. Bro, she has 3 movies that she released this year. They all was flops. Almost every other movie that gets dropped in the box office is a flop. That movie that The Rock just did, what was it called? When he portrayed the UFC fighter. When he gained out, he bulked up and gained all that weight. Niggas know who I'm talking about.
I wasn't interested in it.
Bro, and nobody, and neither was nobody else, because it fucking flopped. It flopped in the box office. That's what I'm saying. Like
Black Adam was bad too.
Black Adam was just for the record, The Rock is a terrible fucking actor, in my opinion. There is not no movie that The Rock ever been in when I was like, oh shit, that went hard. Never. Ever.
Well, he's just always doing.
As a wrestler, I love the nigga.
Like for me though, I don't like. To me, I don't know. Like he's never. I haven't even really. There's no range. He's always just a big buff, extra strong guy doing some extracurricular physical shit. Like it ain't no bars being delivered or nothing like that. To
wrap this up, I just want to say that Hollywood has failed in the box office for one because we got the movies at the house. For two, there is not enough. I don't know why movies from the 80s and from the 90s are being remade. They trying to remake Scarface, I heard. Why? Fucking why? They're trying to take all these classics. Like, is the writing room that goddamn bad in Hollywood now that y'all have to think about every single movie? Like Beetlejuice 2, perfect example. Nigga, Beetlejuice is a fucking cult classic. They made Beetlejuice 2, flop. They keep trying to take all these cult classic, like unrecreatable movies that were just standalone GOAT movies. Happy Gilmore. They did a Happy Gilmore 2. Nigga, Happy Gilmore 2 flopped. All these remakes are flopping. But nobody want to see that
Happy
shit.
Gilmore didn't come out at the movie theaters. That came out on Netflix.
You want to know why they didn't even attempt to put it in the theaters? Because they knew it would fucking flop.
I liked it though. I actually liked Happy Gilmore.
But they knew it would flop.
But maybe because I knew the story.
And that's another thing. That's the last point. The reason why Hollywood is failing at the box office, because now we have all these movies going directly to TV networks. There are some super good movies that are going directly to TV. Because now that's the thing now. Now these networks are producing their own content and like, look, just subscribe to our platform and you can watch that shit at the house. You ain't gotta go to the movies. Mm-hmm. So I do think the future of the movie theater in general, I know, and then after COVID, it just failed miserably. But I know the future of movie theaters, I have a theory that movie theaters in itself, like just as a collective, are probably gonna be like non-existent in probably the next 10 years.
It's funny, bro, because like, and it's just funny because Netflix really came from the red box at McDonald's. Yeah, like that's all that it is. But yeah,
we gonna do the last bite. My last bite is just with the Diddy situation, we talked about that. You know, I just feel like, you know, he still built his platform up and built who he was up from what he built it for. You know, say what you want to say about him, but I just feel like if you're enabling somebody's behavior, don't try to turn around and try to sue them later. Once you've gotten everything you can get out that person. And I'll leave my last bite at that.
Shit, I mean, as you know, victims are victims, but you can still be complicit in certain behavior. So just be mindful And at least nowadays, I won't speak too much to the past, but at least nowadays, you know, we have the resources and the tools to genuinely get you help. So I'll never undermine or demise a person's story, but when you have resources and you have tools, like, we gotta utilize them and we gotta use them. Also, be mindful, like, let's stop accepting shitty behavior. You know, when we see something, point them out, hold people accountable, because then you just grow up to be sorry later.
And ladies, stop provoking men and trying to tell them to hit you and trying to get them, stop trying to push buttons, even though men, well, I really should say men, y'all need to stop allowing y'all buttons to be pushed and stop allowing your childhood and your single mom background to put you in a position to where you even feel like you even got to put your hands on a female. But ladies, same time, if he do crack you real quick, you gotta ask yourself why.
And also, stop swirling, procreate black. That's all I gotta say. It's your boy Swodapoet
Soheem Perry.
And this is
we all suck it. They told me that when we let the niggas run the door, our parties was getting shot up every fucking night.
The reparations hit your account right now. What the first thing you do with it?
Ain't gonna buy no Jordan, motherfucker. I'm gonna buy some more land.
Feel like Roddy Reed, I'm stuck in that box.
It's helicopter and everything flying in the air. Police car keep riding back, but they don't even know it's a person right there dying.